Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to discuss about the more problems in conic sections. The learning outcomes of the lessons are: first, recognize the equation and importance characteristics of the different types of conic sections. Second, solve situational problems involving conic section. Now, this time, we're going to identify the conic sections by inspection. So, identifying a conic section by its general equation. Now, given a general equation, we can identify its graph either as one of the generate conic sections, a point, two intersecting lines, or the empty set. Or as one of the non-degenerate conic sections that are circle, parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. Again, for the degenerate cases ng conic sections, maaari lamang tayo magkaroon ng point, two intersecting lines, or empty set. And then, pag ito ay non-degenerate conic sections, or yung case natin is non-degenerate, ang tawag naman din, ang mga magkaroon tayo mga regular. Ito yung circle, parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. So, again, pag naka-general, ito yung ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. Now, let's start with the circle. Paano natin ma-identify doon sa general equation kung yung equation ba yun na general equation ay circle? So, ito yung itsura na dapat makikita ninyo pag naka-general equation at ito ay circle. So, ax squared plus y squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. So, kung papansin ninyo, pag i-obserbahan ninyo yung ating general equation, common yung numerical coefficient nila. Let's say consider a. So, yung x squared at y squared, same sila naka-a. Ibig sabihin yung numerical coefficient nila ay equal or same. So, para masabi natin circle ang equation na ito, yung both x squared and y squared appear dapat. And their coefficients are the same. So, ibig sabihin, para masabing circle ito, kailangan naka-squared si x at saka si y. And then, yung numerical coefficient nila, dapat same. And then, pag same ngayon, automatic yan ay circle na. Ito lang, dalawa lang concern natin, yung x squared at y squared. Kailangan na appear sila, and then yung coefficient ay equal or same. And then yung example niyan, we have 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 24x minus 20 plus 24 is equal to 0. So, mapapansin ninyo, x squared and y squared appear. Ayan. And then, both coefficient nila ay same. So, ibig sabihin, circle na agad itong general equation natin. Yun ang by inspection ang ginagawa natin, ha? And then, yung degenerate case nito, yung cases, magkakaroon tayo ng point or empty set. Okay? Paano magkakaroon ng point and empty set ito? Kapag ang circle ninyo, let's say itong general equation, kapag yung ating radius o yung radius niya, let's say yung r squared ay greater than 0, automatic circle ang bubuo ng graph natin. Pero, kapag si r squared ay equal kay 0, then yung magiging graph lang na makikita natin ay hindi po circle. Yan po ay point. Okay? Wala kasing radius na 0, di ba? Ang radius may 0. Ibig sabihin, hindi gumalaw. So, nasa center lang ang meron ka, which is point lang ang makikita. Now, kapag naman yung r squared is less than 0, ibig sabihin naman nun, yung ating graph ay magiging empty set. Empty set po, kasi wala kayong makikita talagang graph doon sa Cartesian plane. Kung ang ating r squared ay less than 0. Kasi wala naman tayong magiging negative, di ba? Pag naging negative yung value mo, less than 0 nga eh. So, pag ito ay less than 0 o negative values, automatic, di po circle, di ba? Wala, empty set na po. Kasi wala tayong radius or distance na negative. Okay? So, next, let's proceed to parabola. Now, paano naman sa parabola? Ganito ang observation natin pag sa parabola. Pag i-inspect natin yung equation. Si a squared, meron tayong ax squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. So, lagi yung titingnan ngayon, kung isa lang naka-squared, automatic parabola na po yun. Okay? Kahit isa lang sa general equation naka-squared, automatic parabola na po. Kasi pag dalawa na yun, let's say si x squared at si y squared, let's say si x at si y naka-squared parehas, ibig sabihin, hindi na parabola yun. Either circle, ellipse, or hyperbola. Pero dito sa parabola, ang pinaka-concern lang natin sa general equation, isa lang ang kailangan naka-squared. Pag isa ang naka-squared, automatic, parabola na po yun. Now, di ba sa parabola, marami tayong orientation. Kung ito ba ay open sideways or open vertically, yung up and down. Okay, yung upward or downward. Now, titingnan nyo dito, kapag si x ang naka-squared, tingin kayo kay y. Kapag yung coefficient ni y ay hindi mag-equal kay 0, automatic opens upward or downward po tayo. Basta lagi na lang short na lang, kapag si x squared, kapag si x ang naka-squared, ang parabola natin, upward na agad yun, or downward. So, vertical po yung orientation ng parabola. Now, kapag by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0, kapag naman si y ang naka-squared, ibig sabihin, ang orientation ng parabola natin ay open sideways or left and right, or left or right. So, yun po yung ating orientation ng parabola. Kung gusto pa natin siyang inspect pa ng mas deeper. Now, para masabi natin parabola ulit ito, exactly 1 of x squared or y squared appears. Ito yung mga halimbawa. Okay? We have 3x squared minus 12x plus 2y plus 26 is equal to 0. Now, itong parabola, ito ay isang halimbawa ng parabola, pero ang orientation niya, again, kung sino ang naka-squared, let's say si x, ibig sabihin, upward and downward na yung magiging orientation ng parabola. Now, para natin masabi, para mas specific, kung ito ba ay opens upward or downward. Titingin kung si x ang naka-squared, tingin kayo sa coefficient ni y. Pag tinranspose mo si y sa kabilang side, pag ito ay negative, o let's say negative naging coefficient ni y, o yung y na lang natin is negative, automatic yan ay what? Opens downward. Okay? So, kapag si x ang naka-squared, upward or downward yung opening ng parabola, para masabi natin ito by upward or downward, tingin kayo sa coefficient ni y, kung ano ba ang sign. Kapag hindi mo i-transpose si y, o let's say coefficient, ito si 2y, pag hindi mo i-transpose, nandito lang siya, kailangan positive. Pag positive siya, opposite naman gagawin natin. Pag positive, downward. Kapag negative, upward. Pero pag i-transpose mo as in, yung rules natin dati, basta kung sino ang naging negative, pag negative, downward na agad yun, or to the left. Depende kung sino ang naka-squared. Okay? That's another one. We have y squared. Minus 5x plus 12y plus 16 is equal to 0. So ito, si y ang naka-squared ngayon, ibig sabihin lamang, ang opening ng parabola natin is opens to the left or right. Para masabi naman natin ito ba ay left or right, tingin tayo kung si y ang naka-squared, tingin kay x, coefficient ni x. Okay, pag transpose mo si x at ito ay naging positive, yan ay to the right. The parabola opens to the right. Kapag negative naman, ito ay to the left. Okay? Pero pag hindi mo i-transpose, nandito lang siya. So, ibig sabihin, opposite ang gagawin mo. Kaya pag negative 5, pag negative yung ating coefficient ni x, ibig sabihin yan, ito ay to the right. Pag positive, to the left. Okay? Pero mas maganda transpose mo, pwede ko mawala sa idea natin yung pagkuha ng standard equation, di ba? Akalagay tayo x squared o kaya x minus h squared is equal to 4a times y minus k, di ba? Kung naging positive si a, upward. Kung negative si a, downward. So, ganun yung ating concept before. So, ganun ang gawin natin. Okay, next. So, opposite to the right. So, let's proceed to the ellipse. So, sa ellipse naman natin, we have ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. Now, observe niyo yung general equation. Kapag ellipse naman, kailangan both x squared and y squared appear, and their coefficient a and then b have the same sign and are unequal. So, kapag si x squared and y squared appear ngayon, tingnan nyo yung coefficient nila. Kapag hindi parehas ang coefficient, ibig sabihin ellipse na yon. Basta same ng sign. Pero kapag sila ay same ng coefficient, mag-fall ka ulit kay circle. Okay? So, kailangan, para masabing ellipse to, yung coefficient ni x squared and y squared, kailangan hindi sila same o hindi sila equal. Pero same sila ng sign. Okay? Okay, let's have an example. Again, sa ellipse din natin, meron tayong orientation din, di ba? Meron tayong horizontal major axis and vertical major axis. Major axis natin. Ibig sabihin meron tayong horizontal ellipse and vertical ellipse. Okay, so observe natin the example number 1. We have 2x squared plus 5y squared plus 8x minus 10y minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, again, yung x squared and y squared appeared. So, ibig sabihin nag-satisfy sa condition natin. And then, yung both coefficient nila ay unequal. And same sila ng sign. Ibig sabihin, ellipse ito. Now, kung aalamin natin kung anong orientation nito, ang orientation ng 2x squared plus 5y squared plus 8x minus 10y minus 7 is equal to 0 ay horizontal major axis. Paano ito naging horizontal major axis? Ito yung bigay ko kayo ng idea. Okay? Kung sino, ito yung strategy gawin natin, kung sino yung maliit ang coefficient at kung nasaan man siya, kunyari, kung sino maliit ang coefficient, ang pinaka-coefficient dito, naman tayo 2 and 5. Ang pinaka-maliit ang coefficient is yung coefficient ni x natin, yung x squared is 2. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, yung maliit na yung coefficient ay naka-x term natin, naka-x tayo, o x squared. Ibig sabihin, horizontal tayo. Okay? Kasi, di ba, sa x-axis, horizontal. Kapag kay y naman yung pinakamaliit, vertical naman tayo. So, vertical major axis. Ibig sabihin, naka-vert, yung ating orientation ng ellipse naka-vertical. Okay? Next, tingnan natin 4x squared plus y squared minus 16x minus 6y plus 21 is equal to 0. Again, x squared and y squared appear and both coefficient nila ay unequal. And then, again, kung sino yung maliit ang coefficient, kapag naka-general equation tayo, ay nandoon yung major axis natin. Okay? Since dito, si y ay may coefficient na 1, or which is imaginary si 1. Okay? At mas maliit siya compare kay 4 na coefficient ni x squared. Nangangahulugan lamang yung major axis natin ay nakay y. Kapag nakay y, ibig sabihin vertical. So, vertical major axis tayo. Okay? Maliwanag ba? Then, proceed tayo sa degenerate cases nito. Now, same lang din ang ating circle. Meron din siyang point and empty set. Paano tayo magkakaroon ng point and empty set? Kapag yung ating, di ba meron tayo sa ellipse yung standard equation? Di ba yung left expression then yung right expression natin? Pag yung right expression, di ba naka-equal kay 1? Kapag ito ay hindi naka-equal kay 1, let's say ito ay equal kay 0, automatic po, point lang ang meron tayo. Ibig sabihin yung center lang ng ellipse ang meron ka. Okay? Paano naman ba magkaroon ng empty set? Kapag hindi nag-equal kay 1 or hindi nag-equal kay 0 at ito ay nag-equal kay any negative value or less than 0 natin na. Less than 0 on any negative value, empty set po yun. Okay? So, magkakaroon tayo ng empty set. Next, let's proceed to hyperbola. So, pansinin niyo yung ay ang ating general equation ng hyperbola. So, we have ax squared minus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. So, paano naman ito? Again, so, hindi porket naka-x squared si x at si y, o let's say appear sila, and then magkaiba yung coefficient, ay ano na yun, ellipse. Diba? Ang isa sa mga condition ng ellipse, kailangan same din ng sign yung coefficient. Eh dito, hindi same ng sign ng coefficient. Ibig sabihin, hyperbola na po siya. Okay? So, both x squared and y squared appear and their coefficients a and then b have different signs. Okay? Kapag ganon, hyperbola yung ating general equation. Now, examples, tayo na. Di ba sa hyperbola, same pa din. Nakabase kung saan yung transverse axis natin. Para masabi natin kung yung hyperbola ba ay naka-horizontal or naka-vertical. Depende sa transverse axis natin. Again, tingnan natin. So, we have here 5x squared minus 3y squared minus 20x minus 18y minus 22 is equal to 0. So, ito isang halimbawa ng hyperbola wherein yung x squared and y squared appear. Okay, check yung first condition. And then, yung coefficient dapat nila a and then b have different signs. Ibig sabihin, 5 and negative 3. Okay, so magkaiba sila ng sign. Automatic, ito ay hyperbola. Wala naman sinabi na kailangan unequal yung coefficient. So, ibig sabihin, kahit same ng coefficient, okay lang. Basta, ang concern lang, different ng sign. Okay? So, yung orientation nito is horizontal transverse axis. Ibig sabihin, kapag si x ang positive dito, horizontal transverse axis na tayo. Okay? Kasi si x natin is naka-positive. Now, kapag naman si y yung positive naman, automatic vertical transverse axis tayo. Kagaya dito sa next example natin, negative 4x squared plus y squared plus 24x plus 4y minus 36 equals 0. So, vertical transverse axis tayo kasi si y is positive. Basta kasi sino yung positive, nandun po yung ating transverse axis. Okay? So, the general cases, two intersecting lines lang po meron tayo. Kapag nagkaroon tayo ng ganitong sitwasyon, so magkakaroon tayo ng, maaaring hindi magkaroon ng hyperbola, magkakaroon lamang tayo ng two intersecting line. Paano ba tayo magkakaroon tayo ng two intersecting line? Kapag nag-equal kay 0. Di ba sa hyperbola, yung left expression dapat equal kay 1. Yung right expression natin. Kapag hindi nag-equal kay 1, ito ay nag-equal kay 0, automatic po yun ay intersecting lines lang po ang bubuo natin. Okay? So, now, another thing pa, ang ginawa natin kanina is nag-identifying the conic section tayo. Okay? So, this time naman, meron tayong another way. Bukod sa ino-observe natin yung equation, yung inspect natin. Dito naman, ang gagawin naman natin, we try to solve na lang sa magitan ng formula na meron tayo. Now, kapag ito isa sa halimbawa, meron tayong ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. So, gagamit tayo ng b squared minus 4ac. So, kapag nag-less than 0, ang ating sagot, pag kinuha natin both coefficient nila, magpupo tayo dito kay circle. May mga condition lang. Pag b is equal to 0 or a is equal to 0, circle. And then, pag b must not equal to 0 and a is not equal to c, same sign, ellipse yun. Pag equal kay 0, parabola. Pag less than 0, hyperbola. Now, since wala naman tayong binibigay na given na ganitong may bxy, kasi nanggagaling lang naman ang general equation natin mula doon sa standard equation ng mga conic sections natin. Kaya, hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng x and then y dito. Now, kung ganito yung format ng ating general equation in the form of ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. So, papaiksiin na lang natin. Instead of b squared minus 4ac, gagawin lang natin negative 4ab. Same pa din, kapag kinuha yung both coefficient ni a and then b, pag naging sagot is negative, less than 0, dalawa ang kung ano natin condition. Kapag si A at si B ay equal, ibig sabihin yung coefficient nila ay equal, circle. Kapag si A at si B ay hindi equal pero same ng sign, ellipse. Kapag naman sinode naman natin ito at nag-equal kay 0, parabola. Kapag nag-equal naman, pag ito ay nag-greater than 0, hyperbola naman siya. Same lang din sila ng concept nung nauna. Okay? So, try natin ngayon. So, the graph of the following equations are non-degenerate conic sections. Identify the conic sections. So, try natin example number 1. So, y squared minus 8y plus 12x minus 44 is equal to 0. Again, so bago natin isolve, try muna natin i-apply yung inspection. So, paano natin ito i-inspect? We have y squared minus 8y plus 12x minus 44 is equal to 0. Again, kapag isa lang ang naka-squared, automatic parabola. So, kung try natin, ginamit lang natin inspection na, try naman natin ngayon siya i-solve gamit yung negative 4ab. So, kuha natin si A and then B. A now is 0, B is 1 kasi wala tayong value, wala tayong x squared kaya 0. So, B natin is 1. Yung imaginary na coefficient ni y squared is 1. And then, i-apply natin si negative 4ab. Kapag ang sagot ng negative 4ab na sinubstitute natin si A at si B sa formula natin, at ito ay naging result is 0, at nag-equal kay 0 ito, automatic parabola. Diba sabi natin, kapag ginamit natin si negative 4ab, pag ito ay nag-less than 0, ellipse siya or circle. Kapag nag-equal naman kay 0, parabola. Kapag greater than 0, hyperbola tayo. Okay? So, si dito ay nag-equal kay 0, parabola. Next, try natin example number 2. We have 25x squared plus 9y squared plus 100x plus 54y minus 44 is equal to 0. Again, paano naman ito? So, check natin. By inspection muna tayo bago tayo mag-solve. So, x squared and y squared appear. And yung both coefficient is unequal. And then, pero same sila ng sign. Ibig sabihin, yung equation na, ang general equation nito ay isang ellipse. Okay? So, para ma-check natin kung ito din ba talaga ay ellipse, gamitin natin yung negative 4ab. Try natin. So, kuhanin natin si A and then B. So, A is 25, B is 9. Again, coefficient ang kinukuha natin ay si A para kay x squared, si B para kay y squared. Yung coefficient nila. And then, i-apply natin si negative 4ab. Kailangan, sabi natin circle, ito, ellipse, kailangan ito ay mag-less than 0. Ibig sabihin negative. Kailangan maging negative yung value. Pag naging negative ito, okay, so ang naging sagot natin is negative 900. So ito ay less than 0. So ang ating graph ngayon ng itong example number 2 ay isang ellipse. Again, para masabi natin ellipse, hindi porket na ito ay nag-less than 0 or naging negative values, kailangan yung A and then B ay hindi equal. Pero same sila ng sign. So, ellipse na po yun. Okay? So, let's proceed to number 3. So, we have 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 24x minus 20y plus 24 is equal to 0. Okay? So, now, observe natin by inspection. So, again, x squared and y squared appear. Same ng coefficient ng x squared at y squared. Ibig sabihin, ito ay circle. Okay? So, circle ito. So, try natin kung circle ba ito. Gamitin natin yung formula ng negative 4ab ulit. So, kuhanin natin si A at saka si B. And then, substitute. Pag ito ay circle, di ba sabi natin dapat ito ay mag-less than 0 or negative values. Pag ginamit natin si negative 4ab. So, negative 16 ang result. Ito ay less than 0. Definitely, ito ay circle. Now, para masabing circle, yung A and then B kailangan ay equal. So, equal naman sila. So, circle tayo. Next, example number 4. We have 3x squared plus 6x plus 4y minus 18 is equal to 0. Again, by inspection muna. So, isa lang ang naka-squared. Automatic, ito ay parabola na. Okay? Now, i-apply natin si negative 4ab. Dapat parabola. Dapat, para sa natin parabola ito, dapat ito ay mag-i-equal kay 0. Okay? Pag parabola. So, A and then B, kuhanin natin. And then, apply natin ngayon, substitute sa negative 4AB. At ang sagot is 0. So, 0 is equal to 0. So, the graph of number 4 is parabola. Okay, very good. Okay, next. Proceed naman tayo sa panglimang example. We have 9x squared minus 4y squared minus 90x minus 32y is equal to negative 305. Now, mula rin sa equation na ito. So, observe natin ulit by inspection. X squared and y squared appear. And then, yung coefficient magkaiba. But, different din ang sign. Ibig sabihin ito ay hyperbola. So, by the use of negative 4AB, kailangan ito ay greater than 0 ang sagot para masabi natin hyperbola. Kuhanin natin si A and then B. Substitute natin. Ito ay greater than 0. So, 144 is greater than 0. Then, ito ay hyperbola. Okay. Next, number 6. We have negative 4x squared plus 3y squared plus 24x minus 12y is equal to 36. Again, try natin ulit. X squared and y squared appear. Both coefficient are not the same, but different signs. So, ibig sabihin, hyperbola din ito. Okay? So, try natin i-solve by the use of negative 4AB. Kuha din si A and then si B. Kailangan ito ay mag-greater than 0. So, 48 is greater than 0, hyperbola po ngayon siya. So, ganun lang po ang pag-solve natin, ang pag-identify ng conic section by its general equation. Now, ito yung ating summary. Kung gusto nyo siya makita, yung summary ulit natin. Nasa module nyo rin siya. Check na lang yung nasa module ninyo para mas makakabisado ninyo or anything. Okay? Ito yung ating pinaka-summary ng identifying the graphs of conic sections. Okay? Ito sinasabi ko sa inyo, kapag si circle, yung r squared greater than 0, non-degenerate na siya agad. Pag si r squared is equal to 0, point lang yung graph. Kapag r squared is less than 0, empty set. Sa ellipse naman, kapag hindi nag-equal kay 1, ito ay nag-equal kay 0, point. Kapag ito ay nag-less than 0, ibig sabihin negative values, empty set tayo. Pag sa hyperbola naman, ang degenerate case lang niya ay isa lang. Kapag lang ito ay nag-equal kay 0 yung right side, ibig sabihin, two intersecting lines lang ang graph na makikita natin. O, try natin ngayon yan dito sa example. We have 4x squared plus 6y squared minus 8x plus 12y plus 10 is equal to 0. So, ito isang halimbawa ng ellipse. Tama? X squared and y squared appear but different coefficient and same sign. So, ellipse to. Pwede natin masabi kung ito ba ay ellipse. Pero alam natin, by the use of inspection, ellipse ito. Pero titingnan natin kung ito ba ay non-degenerate or degenerate cases siya. Try natin i-solve. Since ito ay naka-general equation, kailangan i-express natin into standard equation. Again, pagsamahin lahat ng mga parehasong variables and then simplify natin yung equation para mas mapaliit yung value. Since they are both divisible by 4, pwede natin silang i-divide by 4 or pwede namang hindi na lang gawin natin. So, ang gawin na natin, yung both divisible by 4 naman sila sa x term and then sa y term naman is 6. Okay? And then, inilabas na natin si 4. So, we have now, dito tayo ngayon, since ito ay naka-general, again, magko-completing the squared tayo para makuha yung ating standard equation. At alam ko naman, gawin nyo na ulit ang pagko-completing the squared. Okay, so mag-completing the squared tayo. So, ito na yung completing the squared. So, we have 4 times x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 6 times y squared plus 2y plus 1 is equal to negative 10 plus 4 plus 6. Diba sabi ko nga, kung anong binago natin sa kabilang side, kailangan yun din. O kung anong dinagdag natin, o kung ano ang ginawa natin sa left side, dapat same din yung gagawin natin sa right side o yung right expression natin. Okay? So, nag-completing the squared na tayo. O para sa mga hindi pa rin gamay, paano mag-completing the squared? Doon muna tayo kay x term. Ang pag-completing the square, kuhanin lang lagi yung kalahati ng coefficient ni x. And then, squared mo lang. Ilalagay mo ngayon plus 1. And then, plus, copy lang ulit yung 6 times y squared plus 2y. Now, paano nakuha ulit si 1? Kuhanin lang natin ulit ang coefficient ni y, which is 2, divide by 2, and then that is 1. Squared mo si 1 is 1. So, yun po yun. Okay? Now, paano tayo naging 4 at 6? Kasi 4 times 1 is 4, and then 6 times 1 is 6. And then, is-factor na natin. So, we have 4 times x minus 1 squared plus 6 times y plus 1 squared is equal to 0. Okay. So, now, ang gagawin natin ngayon, since ito ay ellipse, di ba, kailangan meron tayong denominator, yung may nakakalagay na meron tayong a squared then b squared, di ba, na denominator. So, we have now, para makuha yung ganitong format o ganitong way, ang gawin mo lang, yung coefficient dito ng x minus 1 squared na 4, ilagay mo sa denominator ni y plus 1 squared. And then, yung dito din si 6, gawin mo sa denominator ni x minus 1 squared. Ganun lang lagi. Cross multiply na lang sila, o vice versa. And then, ito ay nag-equal kay 0. Sabi natin, kapag ang ellipse o yung general equation ng ellipse, kasi sabi natin ellipse ito, ay pag nag-equal kay 0 yung right side, ibig sabihin, ito ay point lamang. Yung center lang ng ellipse ang meron tayo. Kasi nag-0 tayo, ibig sabihin point, yung graph lang na makikita natin. At wala pong ellipse. Ibig sabihin, degenerate cases to. Okay? Ito yung graph. Next example. We have 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 4x minus 12y plus 20 is equal to 0. Okay? Again, observe natin, since ito ay circle, that is x squared and y squared appear and both coefficients are equal. So, ang gagawin na natin, pagsamahin ulit natin yung mga same variables. And then, divide natin sila both side, kasama yung left side ng 2, kasi they are both divisible by 2, para mapaliit lang natin yung value o yung equation natin. So, we have x squared minus 2x plus y squared minus 6y is equal to negative 10. And then, solve natin ngayon. Kaya x term muna tayo. Mag-completing the square tayo kay x term tsaka kay y term. Okay? So, completing the square, same scenario, kuha na yung kalahati ng coefficient ni x o yung second term, and then squared. Then copy yung y, copy ulit to. And then kuha yung kalahati ng negative 6, divide by 2, and then squared, and that is 9. And then kung anong nadagdag, yun din dapat ang dadagdag mo sa kabilang side o yung right side natin. And then factor na natin, so we have x minus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared. Since ito ay naka-0, so again, pag na-greater than 0, kasi negative 10 plus 1 plus 9 is 0, ibig sabihin, point lang din yung graph natin at hindi sa circle. Okay? So, ganun lang yung pagsusolve lang natin dito. Okay, next. I think dito na ako magtatapos. So, we have x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 8y plus 25 is equal to 0. So, we have x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus 8y is equal to negative 25. So, in-arrange na natin, pinagsama-sama lahat ng mga magkakapalit sa variables at in-isolate si constant. Okay? And then, mag-completing the squared. After natin mag-completing the squared, ito ay ganyan na. So, we have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to negative 5. Since ito ay circle, dapat, pero hindi natin alam kung ito may degenerate or non-degenerate cases. Since ito ay, ang radius niya is negative 5, di ba sabi natin, pag ang radius natin is not less than 0 or negative values, automatic ito ay empty set. So, yun lamang po. Kung meron kayong katanungan, just leave a comment na lang or just send me a message para may entertain kayo yung bawat questions ninyo. Okay, so yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.